President Trump emphasized his commitment to bringing an end to the war between Russia and Ukraine, stressing that this conflict, which has resulted in tremendous loss of life, should never have started. He proposed a fair deal for both nations, highlighting the importance of reaching an agreement that could stop the ongoing violence and save lives. Both presidents spoke about the necessity of security guarantees for Ukraine, with President Zelensky emphasizing that mere ceasefire agreements wouldn't work, as previous ones had been broken multiple times by Russia. He highlighted the importance of military strength and international support, particularly from the U.S., to prevent further aggression. President Trump also reiterated that he hoped to be remembered as a peacemaker, striving to bring resolution to conflicts and avoid a potential world war. Both leaders discussed the strategic importance of Ukraine's resources, including rare earth materials, and the long-term partnership between the U.S. and Ukraine in ensuring both economic and security stability. Broke the ceasefire, killed our people, and failed to exchange prisoners as agreed. We signed the exchange agreement, yet he refused to honor it. What kind of diplomacy are you referring to? I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that will put an end to the destruction of your country. Mr. President, with all due respect, I find it inappropriate for you to come into the Oval Office and attempt to argue this matter in front of the American media. Right now, your country is struggling with manpower issues, forcing conscripts to the front lines. Instead of confrontation, you should be thanking the President for working to end this conflict. Have you even been to Ukraine to understand our situation? I have. I've witnessed firsthand the reports and the reality on the ground. But the fact is, you bring people on orchestrated propaganda tours. Do you deny that your military is facing recruitment challenges? And do you think it's appropriate to come here and criticize an administration that has invested so much in trying to save your country? A lot of questions. Let's address them one by one. First, during wartime, every country faces problems, including yours. You may not feel it now because you have an ocean separating you from conflict, but one day, you will. Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We are actively working to solve a problem. You are in no position to dictate the consequences of this war. I'm not dictating anything, but you should remember that your position in this war is weak. From the very beginning, you have been at a disadvantage. Right now, you don't have leverage. You are gambling with millions of lives and even global stability. The U.S. has supported you more than many believed it should have. Yet you haven't once expressed gratitude in this entire meeting. Did you thank the U.S. when you traveled to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition? How about acknowledging what the American people and this administration have done for you? You think talking loudly about the war makes a difference? He's not speaking loudly, he's stating facts. Your country is in serious trouble. You are not winning. If not for the military aid we provided, this war would have ended in weeks, and not in your favor. Your soldiers are brave, but they are using American weapons. Obama sent you blankets. I sent you javelins. You should recognize the difference. Of course, we want the war to end, but saying you want a ceasefire is different from achieving one. Ask your people what they think about it. President Trump stresses that securing a peace deal is his top priority, with security measures coming afterward. Both leaders also speak about the potential for economic cooperation, particularly regarding Ukraine's resources and the U.S.'s need for rare earth materials. President Zelensky passionately emphasizes Ukraine's right to defend its land and people and opposes any compromises with Russia that would result in territorial loss. The conversation also touches upon the tragic consequences of the war, including the abduction of Ukrainian children by Russia and the conditions faced by prisoners of war. Throughout, that's not the point. That was under Biden and Obama, not me.